Hey people, it is the 24th of August on a Sunday afternoon, 4:31 p.m. I'm on the corner of Church Street and Bloor Street East in the Bloor-Yorkville neighborhood, looking west right now. You can hear a protest taking place up at Yonge and Bloor. Sounds like a Free Palestine protest. But we're not going to be heading that way. I'm actually going to be heading up and around on Church Street here, where it kind of goes around the bend and veers west to Yonge Street, and I'll be heading into the Yorkville Village area, and I think there's a special festival taking place this weekend. I thought I'd come and check out the Yorkville Murals Festival or something along those lines. So I guess we'll be expecting murals in Yorkville. And I think there's other fun events to entertain the crowds, live music and that sort of thing. The sky looks a bit capable of dumping some rain on us, but let's hope that doesn't happen. It's a neat little dead-end street here, Asquith. And a seldom seen little parquet, the Milner Parquet. Looks like the grass needs a bit of TLC. That's often the case with many parks in the city, I find. So it'll take us to Yonge, where Church Street ends, but then it continues on as Davenport Road on the other side of Yonge. It'll just be a short jaunt up to Yorkville Avenue, and I'll start walking into the old Yorkville Village area. This new building rising on this oddly shaped plot of land. They sort of designed the building to fit onto that plot of land. It's a very Toronto thing to do. Is any available land? It doesn't look like it's in the proper shape to plunk down a building. Just design a oddly shaped building to fit on that oddly shaped piece of land. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. But it is a very Toronto thing. And this old apartment building looks like it's been through some stuff. It's looking a bit rough. Those balconies look like they need a refresher. Looks like it is getting some work done. Maybe they're doing that exact thing, replacing all the balconies. You can see how this building curves along this stretch of the street here. And even way back when they built this building, they built it to flow along the curve in the street also. I'm not sure how long ago they built that building. No doubt, probably 50-ish years ago or thereabouts. Here's a look at the back side of the Toronto Reference Library. Some of the towers of Bloor-Yorkville behind. Maybe rather than walk along this last stretch of Church to Yonge, we'll take Collier Street over to Yonge. So giving the exterior of the library a bit of a refresher. I think that vast expanse of blank brick there could be put to better use. Might take away from the aesthetic of the design of the building if they were to put a mural up there or something, though. The building is quite spectacular on the interior. All right, we're at Yonge, and here's Yorkville Avenue. And the sun has come out from behind the clouds just in time for me to walk west directly into it. Good job, sun. Well, I guess good job, clouds, I suppose, for ensuring I was blinded as I walked west. Town Hall Square. The former village of Yorkville was once an independent town or village separate from the city of Toronto. So it had its own town hall. Has its own little Yorkville branch of the Toronto Public Library, just right up the street from the massive flagship library branch, which just looks like a blank wall from this end as well. And this building turned out rather fancy looking, I think. I mean, it is in Yorkville. But no retail or anything on the ground level. A bit disappointing, unless some of these doorways we see will be home to something, maybe, in the future. I see several different doors. And another skyscraper is just starting to rise here. It'll be a similar height to the one next door. There's the Yorkville Fire Hall. Awesome building. Since 1876. And here's where the Eastern Sound Studio was once located. Some very famous musicians and albums came out of that place. Unfortunately, it was demolished. Gordon Lightfoot, among the most well-known. Anne Murray also. I think the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald was recorded right there. And there was still a studio there. Here's Four Seasons Toronto. All right, once we cross Bay Street, we'll be in the heart of the festival area. Already hear the live music. Kind of hoping the sun will go back behind the clouds. Oh, it looks like it is actually. Hey, thanks clouds for doing me a solid. I've looked at clouds from both sides now. As we walk through where Joni Mitchell used to perform back in the early days of her career. Yorkville Village was Toronto's home to the hippie or counterculture movement in the mid to late 1960s. Lots of famous names got their start playing in the coffee houses and cafes of the neighborhood, including Gordon Lightfoot as well. There we go, Yorkville Murals. Sips and eats, a block party, DJ sets, interactive installations, exhibitions, art talks, screenings, retail pop-ups, and inflatables. Fun times. There's Bel Air. Maybe we'll come back to Bel Air Street. Let's walk on the blue carpet here. Try not to get a copyright claim from all the music I'm sure I'll be encountering as I walk through the area. If it's live music, it's usually not too much of a problem, but DJ sets and that sort of thing are another story. As well as just general music being pumped into the area. haven't done a video of every festival this summer, but I have covered quite a few. I found myself walking through slow-moving crowds on more occasions than I would like, but it is what it is. It comes with the territory, I guess. It's like you're invited to write things on the glass in here. Roaming live band. We're doing YMCA by the Village People. All right, I'm looking for the murals. I see some art. These are way big on the side of a building. I guess they could be murals.
That one's a little bigger. So fucking open.
There's a look up Hazelton Avenue. Looks like most of the action is on Yorkville and Cumberland, I'm assuming. Don't see too much going on looking up Hazelton there. I could walk through Old York Lane to get over to Cumberland, but I didn't. I just kept going this way. I think I was just trying to get away from the music by walking past Old York Lane. But I did recall there's another way to get over through this walkway. I was gotten a kick out of this. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be humorous, but it is to me. Get past some Stevie Wonder here. And we're coming out onto Cumberland Street.
طلع لوحدي جانا جاي قول لي طيب راح لوحدك ها
I'm a bit curious though about the name of the fest compared to what you actually see when you're walking around. Here's Old York Lane. We'll just take a peek in here just so you can see. It's kind of a neat little pedestrian walkway connecting Yorkville Ave to Cumberland Street. A space for lease here. I wonder if something good will go in there. Nice patio space available here. But I'm not going to go all the way back over to Yorkville Avenue. Oh, it says leased, so something new is coming here.
We have to go direct. So if you want
Hey, I've come upon the roving band again. Inflatables up on top of the prehistoric rock mountain. Coming back this way, they're following me now. Gonna have my own sort of theme song for the video, I guess. So the theme is no empty spaces. Yorkville Murals transforms Yorkville Avenue into a vibrant, interactive cultural playground. It says large-scale murals, inflatable art. I just don't think I've seen a large-scale mural yet. Am I not looking in the right places? Come across quite a few of these inflatables though. Trying to outrun the roving band. I guess outwalk. Kicked it into higher gear. Here's Bel Air Street again, as I mentioned. And back towards Bay Street and then Yonge Street further east. Still coming after me. Alright, so we're back to Yorkville Avenue.
There's the group, the band again.
I'll just take another cruise along Yorkville on this side of the street. I want to keep an eye out for a large-scale mural. Where are they? See some of the buildings. You have some mural-like paint jobs on them, but those are all year round. I mean, I don't think that's just for this festival. You can see over there. You can see people writing on the glass. I guess that's sort of like a mural in a way. Somebody drew a CN Tower. If it shows up or not, but I can see it quite clearly. If I were to go in, I'd probably just draw Jughead. I used to enjoy drawing Jughead when I was a kid reading my Archie comics. I could draw all the Archie characters actually. We're back to the Muzak zone. Maybe I should let that roaming band catch up to me here, just to drown out the Muzak. Well,
It's for her to come for
back to Hazelton. Maybe I'll take a walk along Hazelton and then we'll swing back over to Bay Street. Just to see if there was anything to see here on Hazelton. Well, maybe someone in the comments will let me know where the murals were and why was I such a dumbass not to see them or point them out. Of these old Victorian bay and gable style homes. This was also part of the bohemian countercultural neighborhood back in the 60s. And a lot of the old coffee houses where you'd catch live music from the likes of Joni Mitchell or Gordon Lightfoot were inside these old Victorian homes, which were converted to cool hangout spots for the local hippies. There are lots of videos available online on YouTube and other places where you can see some of the news stories from that time about the neighborhood. It was basically like Toronto's own Haight-Ashbury or Greenwich Village type area in the 60s. It was definitely Canada's most well-known such neighborhood. There were a couple others in some other cities. Vancouver had the Kitsilano area. But Yorkville was definitely the most well-known one and the most extensive one. Well, I'm on Schollard Street now, a much quieter street. Still in Yorkville here though. I always thought this was kind of cool. And here's the site of that fire. Actually, I haven't walked past here since this fire took place. This is the first time I've been able to get this close, actually, to the site of the fire. It was all cordoned off when I came to look at it in my previous video, but I couldn't get too close. Some old historic row houses were lost. Let's see how this one survived, sort of. It was just kind of more of that sort of thing, stretching along. Wow, this has turned into like a swimming pool now. And I think there was a bit of a suspicious vibe to the fire, if I can recall. And these buildings were damaged by the heat of the fire, like across the street. That's how intense the fire was. Buildings across the street suffered damage as well. Sorry. That'll take me back to Bay Street, just up ahead. Well, let's take one final look at the heart of the Mural Fest. Never walked through this walkway before, so it's coming to good use right now. Walking right into the Muzak. But we'll head east back towards Bay Street. Oh, nice timing. The music is
Check in every few days.
changing just as I come to this spot. Good timing. Well, still didn't see any large-scale murals. I think I'm going to just take us a little bit closer. I'll take us down to Bay and Bloor. One Bloor West is towering over everything. This part of the city is starting to rival the financial district a little bit. The density of very tall towers. It's clear on the other end of downtown from the financial district, so if you look at the Toronto skyline from a distance, looking either east from the east or from the west, you'll notice two large peaks. One with the financial district and of course the CN Tower, and then the other one up here at Bloor-Yorkville, and a third peak sort of right in between where the Aura and now the Concord Sky is rising.
Telling me because she was looking for places.
And here's where Tiffany is going to be opening their new location right at the corner of Bay and Bloor. This used to be a scramble intersection, and then they removed it. I thought that was a bad move. I think this intersection is busy enough to warrant keeping that scramble intersection. There's one at Bloor and Young, which doesn't seem much busier really than Bay and Bloor here. But I'm going to start to wrap up the video. Hope you enjoyed the walk through the Yorkville Mural Fest, even though I didn't see one single big mural. Rather odd, I think. But we did see lots of other neat stuff. Lots of people out having a good time. Very lively. The weather's not bad, although it looks like it still might rain, but it didn't rain on me, so it all worked out as far as I'm concerned. So leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And also be sure to hit that notification bell, that way you won't miss any of my videos. If you'd like to support the channel, there are links in the description where you can do so via PayPal, as well as via my merch store. And you can also support the channel by becoming a channel member, or by sending a super thanks if you prefer. And you can find me on Instagram also under KContinuum. So thanks for watching, and thanks to all the channel members. And be sure to keep checking back, because as always, I will continue.